Dear students, greetings for the day. Today we will discuss on kitchen order ticket. Cot is a written document which is given to the kitchen in exchange of any dish or any item picked up from the kitchen. Bot is a written document similar to the cot which is given to the bar in exchange of any beverages from the bar. 1. Establishes appropriate coordination between the kitchen and service personnel. 2. Helps to avoid chaos or confusion at the food pickup counter. 3. It establishes accountability. 4. Facilitates proper control system. 5. Helps to raise a bill for settlement. 6. The post analyzers will give an exact idea about the high-selling and non-selling dishes on a menu card. This system is implemented in restaurant, and it is more popular in restaurant and cafes. In this system, food order is taken in duplicate. The first copy sent to kitchen for collecting dishes. After all the dishes written on the cot are issued to the concerned waiter, the cot is inserted into a box which is locked. He is kept in the control office to prevent any malpractice. Second copy is used by the waiter as means of reference during service and for making the bill at the end of the service. In some smaller establishments, the duplicate copy is presented as a bill after adding the rates of for the dishes ordered. This system is used in majority of medium and large establishments. The food ordered is recorded in 3 copies and each copy has same serial number. These copies may be clearly marked 1, 2 and 3 or control copy, accounts copy and book copy. Each copy will be in different color for easier identification. The food order is written in triplicate without any corrections and signed by the order taker. In case of a resident guest, his / her room number should be written. The first copy is for food order, which is normally white in color, is taken to the kitchen and handed over to the boy who shouts the order after executing all the dishes mentioned in cot. The boy inserts it through the slot of a locked box. The duplicate copy second, which may be of any color other than white, goes to the cashier who makes out the guest's bill referring to the cot as serial number. Cot number should written on the bill. The billing clerk ensures that all the dishes entered in cot are changer and correctly calculated. Room number and guest, if residential guest is served, should be entered and the bill should be signed by the billing clerk. The third copy, which may be of any color other than the ones chosen for the first 2 copies, is retained by the waiter at her sideboard as a means of reference during service. During service, any cancellation or correction on cot should have the signature of the head waiter or supervisor. This cot also is made on the same cot slip / cot pad. However, on top of the cot one needs to mention the word suive and cot or ensuite cot, which means the following, depicting that one cot has already been issued for the same table number and the same guests. This cot is made when an order is too long to accommodate on one cot slip and another cot has to be made. Also when the sweet or coffee is ordered after the main course and the second cot has to be raised for the same table. In case when the accompaniment served with the main course or a side dish is not sufficient, and another portion is ordered by the guest for which the guest will not be charged, here a supplement cot is raised. This cot also is made on the same cot slip/cot pad, however on top of the cot one needs to mention the word supplement cot. It has to be countersigned by the manager in charge and the reference cot, previous cot, number has to be mentioned. In situations when a wrong dish has been already ordered and has to be returned from the table to the kitchen for replacement, this cot is raised. Also this cot is raised when a certain dish is returned by the guest because it is spoilt or it's not up to the mark and the guest has ordered for a new dish or rectification of the same. This cot also is made on the same cot slip/cot pad, however the names of two dishes and in between the word retour, return, or in place cot is mentioned. First the name of the new dish is mentioned and then the name of the dish returned. In case of service being carried out from an a la carte menu, the prices have to be mentioned. Normally the dish which is priced lesser is charged. It has to be countersigned by the manager in charge and the reference cot, previous cot, number has to be mentioned. In preparation of many dishes, the kitchen makes use of alcoholic beverages like wine, rum, brandy, etc. In situations when such dishes are ordered by the guest, the steward has to bring the required amount of alcohol from the bar where this cot is raised for the bar other than the normal cot which is raised for the order given by the guest. This cot also is made on the same cot slip/cot pad, however on top of the cot one needs to mention the word no charge cot or house slip. It has to be countersigned by the manager in charge and the reference cot, previous cot, number has to be mentioned. This cot is raised when a complimentary portion of food is to be served either to an upset guest to maintain the goodwill or for business promotion. This cot also is made on the same cot slip/cot pad, however on top of the cot one needs to mention the word complimentary cot. It has to be countersigned by the manager in charge and the reason has to be mentioned. Administrative and general cot. This cot is raised for the top executives of the hotel or the managers who are authorized or given allowance to dine in the restaurant or order from the restaurant. This cot also is made on the same cot slip/cot pad, however across cot one needs to mention the word administrative and general cot for identification. It has to be countersigned by the manager in charge and also by the recipient of the order. accident cot in situations where there is an accident and the dish gets spoiled or partially damaged. This cot is raised for the same dish, freshly prepared, for the kitchen. This cot also is made on the same cot slip/cot pad. However, on top of the cot one needs to mention the word accident cot. It has to be countersigned by the manager in charge and the reason has to be mentioned. The analysis will be done and the concerned person will be penalized. Duplicate cot. If all the copies of the cot get misplaced, a duplicate cot has to be raised with the same information or order. This cot also is made on the same cot slip/cot pad. However, on top of the cot one needs to mention the word duplicate cot. It has to be countersigned by the manager in charge and the reference cot number has to be written.